Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the AMAs here at Blockcast. Today, we're actually going to be featuring one of our special guests, XRdoge. They've been in here for AMA before, but they returned again, and we're going to do this YouTube premiere for you guys. It's going to be brought to you guys with me and SG from the XRdoge account. And I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself before we get started, and then we'll jump into some of the fun stuff that we're going to be into today.
Yeah, hey guys, you're watching this. We had a Twitter space call the other day, which was really awesome. We got to talk a little bit and answered a lot of cool questions from the community. And I myself am SG, also the XRdoge is I run the main Twitter account, and also that's my handle on Telegram. And my background in cryptocurrency, I started around 2013. You know, a lot of people have a similar story. You know, my friend told me about Bitcoin, and I bought my first Bitcoin back then. And, I always was really excited about crypto because it's just, it's such a new industry, and it's creating this really cutting edge technology that's disrupting traditional forms of finance, banking, soon to be real estate, and, much more to come. So, it's a really awesome space to be into. And, got into it back then and haven't looked back since.
Yeah, it's one of those things that once you get your feet wet, man, you might feel the cold water, which means you might get burned a few times, but then once you get in there, it starts feeling good. You get your feet wet, you eventually just walk all the way in, and it's definitely a deep ocean when we talk about the crypto space. But so let's talk a little bit about XRdoge. Is it just you or that's a part of the team, or do you have more members? And if you do have more members, could you tell us a little bit about them as well?
Yeah, so the other two co-founders are Raymond, aka he's the Yggy Pop online, and then Moonboy589. And we like to follow Satoshi and Ryoshi of Bitcoin and Shiba Inu, in that we embrace pseudonymity. And we also have a team that is doxed and work actively within the community. So that's a little bit about us.
Okay, and then for the people who don't know now, tell us a little bit about XRdoge and what problem is XRdoge going to solve or looking to solve?
So back in the bull run in around spring of 2021, we were all getting into meme coins on Ethereum, and if you spend $100 on a meme coin, you're paying at least like $50 or more on gas fees. And we wanted to create something where people can purchase meme coins without having to pay a fee. And we thought, since we're all fans of XRP, let's create a Dogecoin on the XRP ledger. And the benefits of that is the gas fees are pretty much non-existent, pennies pretty much. And it's also super fast. And, we wanted to, rescue our brothers and sisters from the slow mining and eye-watering gas fees. So that's why we created it on the XRPL. And we want to showcase the brilliance of the ledger, and with the memes and the fun community aspects that go with the Doge.
I tell you one thing we all know is that the ledger is super fast and it's super cheap. You say pennies. I don't even think it's pennies, to be honest. That would be like for a large transaction. The one thing I do know about XRP is that it's super efficient, super fast, and it's super cheap. And I like that you guys chose that ledger over some of the other traditional ledgers, because it shows just a little bit of differentiality, right? And it shows how you can go out and build a platform on a different blockchain and use a different ledger and offer different things. And I think that's what makes XRdoge a little bit unique in its own sense. So I thank you guys for that.
Yeah, and the XRP ledger is it's fairly new, I should say. There's not a whole lot of projects built on it, especially before we created XRdoge, and now there's all this other stuff being built. So it's such a really new, exciting space. XRP is a really great coin. They're just going through the lawsuit right now, but we see a lot of potential here, and there's a lot of room for growth. So we're really excited to be here.
Yeah, man. So I guess the next thing we'll get into is Tell me a little bit a little bit about where you guys are currently on your roadmap, and some of the things that I guess are in the near future that you guys are looking to get into.
Yeah, so we accomplished pretty much everything on our roadmap. We created our payment portal. We created our DEX, which is going to have some front end updates soon here. And then recently we've launched our NFTs. So we've set out to accomplish everything we wanted to in just under 4 months. But, we're not going to slow down here. We have a lot of exciting stuff we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But there's a lot of room for our project to mature and expand. So that's kind of what we're working on right now, is the stuff like the XR589. We have some interesting artists that we're going to reveal soon that are going to collaborate with NFTs. So it's really exciting.
When you say your payment portal, tell me a little bit more about the payment portal. What is that?
Yeah, so if you go on our site, you can look at our merch store. We have we sell a bunch of XRdoge merch, and we also sell a Ripple validator node. So basically, It's a pre-made computer, and we have a support team to help anybody that purchases one. And basically, you can help support the ledger and the network. And the payment portal allows payments to be made in XRdoge. So if you want to get a hat or a shirt, all of that can be purchased with XRdoge through the store in the payment portal that we've created.
That's super cool. And then the DEX, I would imagine you guys are going to be listing other tokens on the DEX in the near future. Yes. I would imagine.
Yeah, so we've listed about 9 projects at this point, and we're really happy about that. And with the next update coming out, we're going to have custom pairs. So basically, any project that has a token can just paste their contract address, and you can trade freely. So we want to be kind of a hub for activity on the ledger.
And is it a bit of a vetting process for those people, for those projects that are looking to onboard to the exchange, or is it?
Yeah, we like to talk to them. We don't necessarily believe in like KYC on the permissionless ledger, but we like to get to know the founders of the project, what their goals are, and to just make sure they're a good fit to be put on our exchange.
For sure. So there's definitely some form of communication in between you and you guys and the developers of other projects getting listed there.
Yep.
It's always good news. So the last time you came by for AMA, you guys briefly mentioned a little bit of the green initiative that you guys were working on. Can you elaborate a little bit more on this, and how is the automation process like with this?
Yeah, so we're happy to announce that our new green utility project, so XRdoge, is going to go from a meme coin to a green coin.
I like that.
Yeah. So we want to add stuff from our payment portal to our DEX and try to tap into this really rapid growing market in crypto, the green revolution. And our device, the XR589, is basically a hardware that is going to monitor your carbon offsetting. And basically, our XRdoge token is going to be the intermediary utility token between the customer to transfer real world value to offset their carbon footprint. And right now we have our first partnership is with Ecology, who are bringing carbon offsetting mainstream with an exciting and accessible, fun to use interface. And we think that's a perfect partner for XRdoge's meme-driven, eco-friendly mission.
So is this going to be something that's done on chain, or are you guys looking to set up nodes or validators and nodes in a sense?
It's using the blockchain. There's not going to really necessarily have validators, but it's going to be running on the XRP ledger. XRP ledger is going to support the facilitate the transaction between you using crypto to offset your carbon emissions.
Yeah, that's going to be something super cool. And I think, like, as we talk about crypto and we look at some of the things that has given us problems with crypto or given us a bad eye in a sense, is people don't who don't understand the proof of work concept, think that it's very like harmful on the environment. So you, in a sense, when you're building these protocols and you guys are building up things, you almost have to think about that and keep it in your mind, because everybody wants to go green in the future. So it's good to see that you guys have plans to get into the green side of it, because I think the proof of work concept, it's very trustworthy and decentralized, but in the same token, it's probably not what some of the people that are going to start getting introduced to crypto are going to look for when it comes to carbon emissions and things of that nature. So it's always good to hear that people are continually building and trying to go green. So where I guess you talked a little bit about the XR 589. I guess my question is, tell us a little bit more about what actually is XR 589, and then where can people purchase XR 589?
Right. So the how it would work is that it's a clamp that you're going to attach to a power cable or your main power inlet, and it's going to use the user input settings and self calibration, which allows it to monitor your power consumption in real time, and then the clamp is going to offset your power consumption by automatically sending cryptocurrency. In that cryptocurrency would be XRdoge. And right now we're talking to several high-profile companies who are interested in the deployment of such technology. And we're also in contact with several manufacturers who, to see who would be the most suitable company to help build this device. But right now the patent is currently pending. And we're still working on some mechanical designs for it.
Okay, so I guess in what part of the roadmap would you guys see this actually coming into fruition?
We hope to deploy it around Q2. So we're still in the design and build phase right now.
But definitely, as long as you guys got the patents being worked on, it's always a good sign. And then you mentioned some of the partnerships. Is there anybody that you want to name in particular, or just want to let us know that you guys have some or some people that's interested in building partnerships from some of the ideas?
Right. So right now, our first one is Ecology. We are in contacts with other companies right now. But yeah, our plan is to definitely connect with as many carbon offsetting companies as many as possible to help promote the brand and get it to a wider audience.
That's going to be super cool, man. So the next thing I wanted to get into was the NFTs. I know for me personally, I've seen a lot of people from the community come by to our community, and they have their PFPs at the XRdoge background. All of them have some cool little shades on with the big X's in there. So I definitely want to congratulate you guys on the NFT launch. Can you tell us what are the plans for the NFTs, and what's special about them, and what would they be used for in the future?
Yeah, so we're really excited that we had a successful launch of our NFTs. We've hosted auctions last week that were really fun and engaging for our community to take part of, and we've been taking the proceeds. We've been putting 50% of them into a staking pot and then another 50% to a burn pot as a way of delivering value and longevity with our token. And we wanted to use NFTs to complement the tokenomics to add further value to XRdoge holders. And we also want to deliver high quality artwork that people can be proud to own, because if in the weird NFT space, there's a lot of stuff, just average artwork that can be done off Fiverr and whatnot. So we want to deliver high quality NFTs, use the proceeds to buy back into the project by creating staking opportunities. We've recently increased the staking on Whitebit from 1 million XRdoge to 5 million. And we've also burned around 50 million tokens. So that's how we,
how do you guys generate these? How do you guys generate these NFTs? How do you guys generate these NFTs?
So we have an artist that we work with that's really talented. And, we as a group discuss ideas that we think would be exciting and that people would enjoy. So what that has been is the Zodiac. If you guys can check that out on our Twitter, we also have a giveaway that's going on right now if you want to participate. And we use cool stuff like Pisces, Gemini, Aries, and with a really cool design and outfit. And yeah, and then we're going to work with a really famous cartoon artist that we hope to announce really soon. I think people are going to be really excited about that. And then we're going to have a larger set of 1,000 NFTs coming out really soon.
That's going to be cool. And I guess for another question I personally wanted to ask was, how many NFTs came out in that first collection that you guys recently had?
Yep. So in our Genesis collection, we had 12 NFTs. We auctioned off 11 of them, and then we did one for our Twitter giveaway. And that's the same approach that we're doing with, a similar approach, I should say, with the Zodiac collection. Due to unfortunate circumstances, people trying to scam and sell the NFTs unofficially, we decided to auction off around 6 of them on Sologenic to get the verified signals to avoid these kind of things happening again. And we're going to have another auction taking place this weekend for the complete Zodiac set, along with Aries as well. And a couple from the next collection too that I don't want to drop too much about yet.
That's going to be all right. So I won't make you get into those, but I know that some of the ones that got auctioned off, I heard that they sold for some of the some high numbers in the millions with XRdoge. So congratulations on that as well. That's always something super excited to hear. And the fact that you guys have that low quantity shows it'll give a lot more rarity to it. Some of the times, or sometimes I think when people launch these NFT projects or some of the artists, they get into this quick generated setting type of thing, and they put out 10,000, 20,000, 25,000, and it kind of ruins the collection, to be honest. You have to take one collection, and what you guys are doing is taking the collection, not only taking the collection and making it rare, you're allowing those people to take that and burn it, buy back into the project, or you guys personally will buy back into it from the staking. And this is creating more of a TVL. So you guys are locking in a lot of value, and giving these NFTs a lot of utility within themselves. So that's a lot of exciting news for people to be, definitely should stay in tune and check out a little bit more for sure. So I guess the next thing we can go into, we talked a little bit about your roadmap. We talked about a little bit what you guys are going to be doing next. But does any of this, I guess, coincide with what's going on in the market, in your opinion, as far as what you guys are trying to do? Are you guys even taking into consideration the bearish conditions that's happening in the market, or are you guys just, hey, we're gonna keep building regardless of the market conditions?
Yeah, you can't let the market conditions really affect you too much, because people that have been into crypto for a while know that the markets are really volatile. But what we strive on is delivering in a fast and efficient manner, and our marketing plan is formed by 2 main prongs which work together really well, which is a bit of community, formal, and then utility development. And our community marketing is basically one important thing to remember with XRdoge is that it's a token built on a decentralized public ledger, where the vast majority of the token is held by the community. And we try to work a lot with the community by engaging in voice calls, AMAs, and so forth. And we like to take the community's efforts and promote them as like they're ours. And many community members have set up XRdoge Twitter accounts, YouTube accounts, TikTok, Telegram, Discord, and so on. And we really like to promote their work. They create songs, art, meme videos, and merchandise. So we all work together to support, collaborate, and promote each other's work and content. And that's a really important thing to us. And the more traditional marketing, we're engaged in outdoor and digital marketing companies based in the UK for the English-speaking markets. And we have also engaged with marketing companies from the Asian market, and which helps to get our brand out there to even wider audience, and through publications such as China Daily and Yahoo Finance. And one of our main goals for the next quarter is to push XRdoge into the Asian markets even more, and to try to branch out of the XRPL space into the larger crypto world.
Yeah, man. And I think that's important. The nice thing about working with blockchain and being involved with Andy and some of the community members, especially partners, is community members and some of the partners like big ones, is that it's a high reach in the Asian community. And the nice thing about what you guys are offering is something that they're familiar with. In some form or fashion, people are familiar with Ripple in the XRP ledger. I think that a lot of people watching this will actually know that, what XRP is and the power of that ledger. I think a lot of people know right now that it's kind of being suppressed. I'm kind of in the sense that XRP is being suppressed by a lot of different things, and we can call it, endless FUD that it hadn't, been on the run for a little while. And we could also know, you can also tie to some of the fact that some of the VCs actually knew about this case and had a little bit of wind on it and was able to get out on second, in different times. But either way, to me, I think XRP is still undervalued in my opinion. I think the ledger kind of speaks for itself when it talks about the speed, man. Like I can never, and the technology is a little bit older than most people think, and it still is if you compared it with a Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's almost laughable about how fast it does the transactions and that the price that they do it with. So I can't wait to see what you guys build up more with XRdoge and offering so many different things. I actually wasn't aware of some of the things that we were able to cover today, especially the merchandise, actually being able to use the actual token itself to check out when you go. I know for some of the other protocols, they have merchandise as well, but then you can only purchase with BNB or or USDT or something of that nature. So for you guys to actually offer a utility with your guys' payment system, I think that's going to be something that we can look forward to going forward. And I definitely want to commend you guys with that. And I definitely want to tell you guys thank you for taking some time kicking it with me today. You've been a great person to hang out with for a little while. I got to learn a little bit more about XRdoge. I guess one thing I would ask before we head out is give me a quote, tell me something else about XRP or XRdoge that you want the community to hear.
Yeah, so there's a really famous tweet from Elon Musk that goes, quote, 10 and increases block size 10x and drops fees 10x, then it wins hand down. And why I mention this quote is because XRdoge does all of that and more. So Elon wanted it and we built it. So XRdoge is going to win hands down. And, you talked a lot about the ledger. There's all this cool stuff that it's capable of that is really not been explored. And we're really trying to tap into that with the payment portal, the DEX, and now the XR589. So the development in the XRP ledger is still really early, and there's just so much room to grow. And we have a really talented team of creative design people, engineers, and there's a lot of stuff so we're all really early to this, and we can't wait to see how high it can go.
Yeah, man. I think that's amazing news, man. I definitely think the community should definitely check out XRdoge. Take some time, look into what they're doing, check out the white paper. You have a Telegram as well, right? And all your social media platforms.
Yep, Telegram, Discord. I can give you a link to the link tree as well. And we do like to do community chats about once a week. We did the Twitter space. We do weekly chats on Telegram. We like to stay active and involved with our community and like to always take their feedback into consideration with what we do. We consider the community a big part of our team.
You guys have multilingual chats as well for some of the Asian audiences?
Yep. We have stuff for the Asian markets, Germany, Norwegian, or at this point.
Super cool stuff, man. So again, guys, make sure you guys check out XRdoge. I want to thank you again for coming by, bro, hanging out with me for a little while, taking some time to do the AMA. And as always, man, let's keep pushing this thing. Let's keep introducing the crypto market to new opportunities and to new protocols, and give them an opportunity to check them out.